Today, I'm going to help you get those swag ideas off the table. I started off with just a PNG of my logo and turned it into all this. If you've ever tried to pitch swag ideas, you know a flat design doesn't really sell it. And while I'm using my own logo, this is how I like to build visuals that actually get approved. I'll show you how to create these branded products and how to showcase them by creating lifelike scenes so your client can visualize the outcome. I'm using Firefly Boards to stay organized and generating mostly with Nano Banana 2. And all you really need to start is a ping of your logo or artwork. I'm starting with a set of blank products. A bottle, mug, hoodie, tote, laptop, all of it. These are just clean base images that we're going to turn into branded ideas. Firefly 4 is a great model to use to get these base images. We're adding the logo using Nano Banana 2. It does an amazing job at keeping the logo clean and readable. It keeps the color consistent too by adhering to the hex code you can put in the prompt. Now, this is important. Your prompt order and your reference image order matters here. Add your logo first as a reference image, then the product image you want to add it to, and your prompt should follow that order too. Add this logo onto this product. First I created the water bottle, then I did the mug and the hoodie. Some of these I asked it to color the background behind the product with a hex color to make the product stand out. And here's the rest of the products that I did, pretty much the same way. One thing you'll notice, even with Nano, the color can shift a little depending on the lighting of the product. If that happens, I'll just bring it into Photoshop, adjust the hue and saturation, and re-import with the corrected colors. From here, you can start building different variations of these products, like reversing the colors. So here, we're not just making one product, we're building out a whole system. It's a way to provide your clients with multiple options, and being ready for requests like reversing colors is invaluable. And at this point, we don't just have one product anymore. We have a full set of branded product ideas ready to go. Now we're going to take these branded products and start placing them into different situations. Office scenes, lifestyle scenes, and product swaps so we can imagine what these products would look like for real. For this first image, I used both the notebook and the water bottle as reference images. Now we can see how these branded products fit into real environments, how they fit into a workspace, how they fit together. For instance, this tote bag. Being able to show multiple people at a trade show walking around with it, that's very powerful. This is where it starts to feel less like a mock-up and more like something real. You could also replace products inside an existing scene. So instead of generic items, it becomes a place where the brand could be. Here, I'm adding the scene of the hoodies on the rack as a reference image, and the branded hoodie as the second reference image, and asking for them to be swapped. And this image of water bottles on a shelf gets the branded bottles instead. Seeing how products might look in the real world helps others visualize possibilities. And then I created some trade show booth ideas. Just a creative starting point. Something you can show, start a conversation, and build from. Most of the models struggled here. Either the color was off or the logo didn't hold up. Nano handled this the best, especially using hex values in the prompt. Flux Context Max worked too, but I had to guide it with a color swatch. Overall, a really creative and fun exercise. This all started with just a logo, and you can turn it into something you can start a conversation with. And that's what makes the difference between guessing and approving, because most of the time, it's not the idea, it's how you show it.